going away present.
Oh,
Fucking sick.
I'm just letting Leica know I went live.
Sick.
And then I'll have to link it probably. Yeah, so this is like a first time thing that's happened. So it threw me a bit of a loop, so.
Yeah. Are you from the US? You're from the US, aren't you?
Nope, Canada. Yeah, pretty much. Except we're nicer. Yeah, we're more polite for the most part. I'm just 4 p.m. pretty much. Pardon? You're alright. I I think you're fine. I'll just have to check it in the stream replay or something. Once I get
Because I
the
think I
video.
can turn my mic up.
I think you're fine. Um, and I just posted a link on the commentators box, and then somebody should be able to share it to the other one.
Oh, great stuff.
I'm gonna put it in media and there you go, and then I'll be able to watch it from my laptop just so that I can. Yeah, we should be readying up pretty quick here. Yeah, I'll do the introduction and all that stuff. Don't worry, I got you covered for some of the stuff. But yeah, the noise shouldn't be too bad. And I like having the stream open just so then I can like view comments or view.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. That's how
Yeah.
you could tell what you got your weather report from me a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah,
Racist.
that's how I was able to do that and everything, so. Oh, we got somebody. Well, we already got Proctor saying the grid looks like it will make an exciting race. Thank you for saying that there, bud. This is the first time I'll ever get views in a live stream. No joke, this will literally be the only reason why I get views. As sad as it is.
You'll get 1 million views a day now you've had me on. Don't worry about it.
Make sure you share it as well to some of your buddies, then.
Yeah.
It'll probably help
This
out.
is a commentator.
Alright,
Is that the stream then? That's what's in the commentator chat?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Cool.
Okay, I'm a few seconds behind, so oh well. Oh shit, my fucking video quality is shit. Yeah, it's a few seconds behind. That's what I hate about streaming at times on YouTube. Everything's just slower. Okay. Yeah, once we load in, I'll do the proper introduction. So. Okay. So, we should be getting in a few seconds here. Oh. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Once I see the pit lane, we're good. Alright, here we go.
Okie dokie.
So, hello everybody, welcome back to OFR. Here again with Division 4. And again, you got Bob's your uncle here. And alongside me today, we have somebody new joining me in the commentary box. We got Will here joining. So, how are you doing today there, sir?
G'day, I'm doing good, mate. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I wasn't expecting the bit of a accent there. But
yeah, I'm just very excited to be commentating this race. I'm sure it'll be a good one.
Yeah, so far D4 has been pretty good. Not as many drivers as I was hoping for, but hopefully it could make a decent dent in the like so far the people on the grid, from what I've seen in some of the comments already, they're saying that it's possibly going to be a very exciting race. So yeah. So
Well, Suzuka never fails to disappoint.
Yeah, true. So do you have any for today's race?
Oh, I'm not too sure. Everyone looks pretty strong, so I think it'll be very tight. I don't think there's going to be any one or two drivers that run away with this one.
We had earlier Varmesto win Division 3 earlier today. You can just keep your mic unmuted if, like, don't worry. You can just keep it unmuted when you need to talk and stuff. But yeah, he won in dominant fashion, mind you, for Division 3 earlier.
Yeah, well, he'll be wanting to carry that streak on, certainly. So, yeah, it'll be exciting to see. I'm sure the other drivers in the division are not going to let him get that win too easily, as we already have a yellow flag.
Yeah, I noticed that it's at the hairpin. I can't tell if that could be Santu or Stinson, because it's one of the Williams. Let me just take a... Actually, could you possibly take a quick peek and see who it is?
I'm riding on board with Santu, and he's missing half of his front wing.
So yeah, it was Santu. So hopefully he can at least get a decent lap in. So I'm gonna ride on board with Varmesto as he's coming through turn 1, heading towards the S's here at Suzuka. And he's just coming around the the 5th turn, I think that is, of the S's. Just coming through that long left-hander down towards the Dagners. You always want to make sure you can get that perfectly. It is very difficult at times to get that very perfectly. So Varmesto seems to be flying right now. He seems to have handled the Dagners very well. Now he's coming through the hairpin, and he's possibly going to catch up to his teammate there. And though I don't think he will be able to catch up to him quite enough to the point where he's going to catch his slipstream. Yes, Proctor, he is very quick. He won in dominant fashion, and he's invalidated. Oh, that is unfortunate. Who do you want to see next there, Will?
Let's have a look. I think Barry's on a fast lap.
Barry?
Yeah,
let's go to Barry.
With more yellow flags somewhere.
Yeah, I think it was in just the end of Spoon. Barry seemed to have set a purple middle sector, but I don't know if that's going to be possible, considering that Stinson's on track and He's on a hot lap right now. He's the quickest driver I think in the league right now. Yep, he just put in a 126.3 in Jedi. Ugh. Do you know? Could you check and see if he has front wing damage? Do you know if he has damage to
He
it
doesn't
or?
have any damage, no, but it looks
Ooh.
like perhaps he's going. Yeah, I think he's going on a hot lap now. To be honest with you, I think maybe he had aborted that last lap.
Yeah, might have. So yeah, we got Barry here just coming through 130R, coming down towards the first or the last chicane here. Seems to lock up just a little bit, but not too much. Stinson holds the current fastest lap, and Barry comes in with a 128.8, so some pretty good lap times. We've already got we already got one driver who set a 126, and that's Stinson, who needs to win this race and the next race in order to take the Drivers' Championship from Leica, as they are in a massive title contention right now. In your opinion, who do you think would you like to see come out on top in that battle for the championship?
Ooh, Satan. So wouldn't mind him doing a good job, but yeah, may the best driver win.
Yeah, yeah, that's really also what it will come down to. I think it really also is going to come down to pretty much the best driver will win, and the last the last race is next weekend, and that's at Silverstone, and a lot of drivers really like that track. It has such a fast flowing nature of it. So
Yeah, you can't beat Maggots and Beckett. It's my favourite track too.
mhm,
Yeah, I'm sure that'll be a joy to watch. There'll be a lot of overtaking there as well.
mhm,
So we have yellow flags, and that's just someone letting someone past. So.
mhm. Would you like to commentate over Santu's lap?
Yeah. Is he on a hot lap right now? Yeah.
Yeah, he's just gone around the hairpin.
Okay. Yeah, he's just trying to keep it flat through here, basically, carry as much speed as you can. Try not to scrub off any speed, so just keep a minimal sort of turning in angle. Revs out fifth gear. Could use a little bit more of the track there, but he's done well to not get it invalidated. Anyways, he uses the run up on the exit, gets a good exit. Run up to Spoon now. 130R, sorry.
Purple middle sector.
Keeps it flat. He has gone purple in the middle in the second sector. Oh, and a lock up at the chicane. That's gonna cost him a few tenths.
Hopefully
Or
not
is he
too
gonna go
much.
to the right? He does. He goes to the right to take the shortest run to the line.
So he gets a
And he crosses the line to
127.2.
127.2.
Not bad.
Stinson looking pretty untouchable right now, though.
Yeah, he's just coming back on track now. He's just started his outlap.
In your opinion, other than young Stinson, who do you think is going to be sort of the favourite for this race?
I could see Leica, maybe Varmesto. He could possibly do some damage. Super Bounty's been picking it up over the last few weeks, so I'm really excited to see how he could do. Yeah, there's just a lot of drivers I really think could take this. And Varmesto, he's
still
again.
hasn't set a fastest lap
Yeah.
time. He got that one invalidated, I believe. So
Yeah, again.
he's going to
So.
strap on another set of tyres, and he's going to have to watch out here. We've got 9 minutes left. He's not going to have many more flying laps to go.
Yeah, so really anything below, like if you're pulling into the pits and you only got like 2 minutes left and you're at the end of the pit lane, you're kind of screwed when it comes to trying to get out for another lap possibly, because you got to quickly swap over your tires, change your fuel, and all that stuff. So yeah,
I'm sure he'll be able to string a lap together, but he must be running low on tyres as well, to be honest.
yeah, he might be low on tires.
We've got Leica going slowly. I think he's just letting some people pass, though.
Yeah, he's on an outlap, so
He lets Barry go past, and then, yeah, he gets back on his way.
yeah, he's got the soft tires on now, so So
Bonderman's just
far,
started his flying map.
yeah, so far 2 drivers have set times on the mediums, that being Leica and Jedi. And yeah, currently spectating Avi as he's just gone through a Spoon, and I'm gonna see how far up on his time he is. He is at least he's about to cross the line now. Wait, he hasn't set a lap time. I thought he did. So
Yeah, just Varmesto, Avi, and Super Bounty get to set lap times, but I don't think Jedi set a representative lap time either, so...
Avi comes in with a 128.2, so
Avi up to P5.
that's not a bad lap from him. And
Look how close he is to Leica.
Jedi has just jumped a
Bondavin is
count.
just span. Bondavin is just span.
Oh no, it's at Spoon as well.
Yeah, no damage or anything, so...
That's at least good. So he's able to possibly.
Could be able to set another lap time.
Yeah. Hopefully he still has enough fuel to go on another lap.
Comes up behind him now on an outlap. Young Stinson goes even faster. Can he even get under? Can he get under the 126? Is it?
He has the pace. I know he's got that raw pace.
I'm sure he could find just over 700 somewhere, but after watch, he seems in a league of his own so far.
Oh yeah, when he's
as Jedi and Avi have had a coming together. They're in the gravel.
Oh really? Ooh, that's not good. Do you know if they got any penalties for it, or?
No time penalties given out there, but...
Okay. Was just checking. Varmesto's now on a hot lap. So, hopefully he can set a new fastest lap here. He's just coming up to the Dagners. He's got to be careful not to invalidate here, as it is very easy to invalidate at that area. He gets away pretty well. Judging by the... I know you probably don't know a lot of these drivers, but judging by the grid, how clean do you think turn 1 could be?
I mean, I think we have a grid of drivers that try their best to keep it clean, but you've also got to take into consideration the actual layout of the circuit, and that turn 1 can be very difficult to avoid incidents, especially if you're on the inside. You're carrying quite a lot of speed, and it's quite easy to understeer out wide. And of course, at the start, there's got to be cars there, so we will see. But yeah, I think there'll be a couple incidents. Hopefully, not a big.
Varmesto is the second driver to break the 126 marker, or the 127s. He's now in the 126. He's just at a 126.5. So he's only 5/10ths down. Or really fourth, I think. 4, I think.
Just doesn't look like anyone's going to be able to get near Young Stinson, though. As Super Bounty's the only driver not to have set a time, and he's about to, I think, begin his lap. Yeah, he's just crossing the line now to start his flying lap. We'll see what he can do.
You can commentate over this one if you want.
Yeah. You want to get nice and wide here to really carry the speed into the corner. Then get the turn in for the right-hander, then get back on the power, use the runoff. Into the left, into the right, avoiding the curb on the left, but getting the curb on the right. That's what you want to do to not spin. Carrying the speed through the right-hander in 5th gear. And this is a really difficult blind uphill left-hander towards Degner 1, where he's really going to throw the car into. Could have taken a little bit more on the apex, but not too bad, and much slower through Degner 2. On the look to the hairpin now. Heavy braking, he does lock up, it's going to bring him wide. He's going to lose some time there, but he's straight back on the power again, and he's plunging up the hill and then down the hill.
Got to be careful though of traffic ahead. So we got some.
Yeah, he might be coming on the back of, I think that's Avi, but he should be pretty clear. I'm not sure if Avi's got an issue or if he's just out of fuel or something.
Let me just quickly hop on board with him. No, that's Varmesto. That's Varmesto.
And then, okay, heavy braking for the chicane, right, then left, and keeping tight to the right hand to the right to minimise the run to the line. quickest possible lap time,
P6.
and it's good enough for P6 with 127.8.
Not bad. Not a bad lap from him.
Not bad, but now everyone's set their times. It's looking like Stinson is going to be pretty untouchable. So let's hope that he doesn't run away with this race, because it won't be very entertaining. At least not at the very front.
Yeah, though who knows? Certain things could happen and make it interesting. So who knows?
Yeah, as you said, we'll definitely be on the lookout for any action at the first corner, as I think that's Santu coming into the pits, is it?
Yeah, that is Santu. Bondavin just jumped Leica. He set a 127.3. So not bad from Bondavin. He's only 4 milliseconds ahead of Leica. And I think Jedi is back out. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Jedi's actually on a flying lap right now.
Hopefully he doesn't have another incident where he goes off track at the second Dagner, I think that was earlier.
Though as he gets, and he's clipped the grass on the first Dagner, that's pulled him a little bit wide, but he's gotten away with it, but he's got to lose time there. Back on the grass again. World's most expensive lawnmower, currently being operated by Jedi 85 as he comes into the hairpin.
Yes, the lawnmowers. Valtteri Bottas was able to prove that this could be used as a lawnmower, so I would love for these to be lawnmowers. It would help me get the grass done a lot quicker.
Yeah, but there'd be quite a few spins.
Oh yeah, but it'd be fun. So he just came through 130R and
Jedi's coming to the conclusion of his lap as he comes to the chicane.
He locked up.
Right, we've seen quite a few of them. But
yeah, we've seen quite a few drivers lock up. And
he doesn't take a tight line there like other people have been doing. Maybe he doesn't know that it can shorten his run so much, or perhaps he's actually going to be going straight away just on another fast lap, I think.
Yeah, possibly. A lot of drivers are now coming out onto a...
Super Marty's retired for the session.
He might be happy with his lap time. Or he just realizes there's not enough time.
Well, he's not going to get another run after this, so you better make the most of it. Super Bounty is retired from the session. Not sure if he had an incident or if he's just finished for this session.
Yeah, he might be finished with the qualifying.
On the grass again. On the entry for the first Dagner.
Yeah, and he's still going full. He's still got the hot lap on, so...
Yeah, he's on a push lap, but those tyres must be
pretty warm.
Crying out for a bit of respite now, yeah.
Yeah, like this could very much affect him majorly in the race, because you don't want to risk it too much. So he's just about to come back up to 130R again. He's 6/10 down on his time, so he might also be lower on his fuel mode, possibly.
Yeah, that wasn't very good for the chicane. He completely cuts the second part of the chicane, so I think that's implemented.
Yeah, that's done. That's it for him.
We're starting to come to the end of it now, but we've both Santu and Vermesto are both in fast laps, as is Barry and Leica.
Yeah, we could see Leica improve here. He's just about to come through Spoon. Sorry about that. Yeah, he's just came around Spoon, now heading down towards 130R. Up that nice long uphill. Nice little straight. That used to be a DRS zone, I think. Then they got rid of it because of safety. Leica locks up into the chicane again. Oh no, that's going to cost him a bit of time. Is he going to take
the line, and we're going to see what time he can get.
Not enough for P4. So 3 drivers have now gone into the 126.
Here comes Santu as well. He's just about to cross the line, and he does improve. He takes second place, but can Vermesto do anything about it? As Vermesto comes up to 130R, he needs to find 2 tenths of his previous lap time if he wants to get P2 back from Santa Ruka.
He's 200. he's 2/100ths of a second up on his last time,
A
so
little lock up, but he's keeping it clean, and he's going to hook the right-hand side like his favourite granny, as Martin Brundle would say. And he crosses the line, and he's not quite enough.
oh, so close from Vermesto, and
It's a Williams
Stinson.
front row lockout.
And Stinson is gonna cross the line. Is he gonna set a new fastest lap?
And he's backed
No.
off.
No, he backed off. He said, "Thank you very much. I will take that pole position, and I don't need to set a new lap." So, yeah, we got
I'm excited for the race now.
we got ourselves a pretty good grid. We got
I'm hoping someone can hopefully just try and jump young Stinson into turn one, because if his race pace is anything like his qualifying pace,
oh
may
yeah,
well
it
just
is.
disappear up the road.
It is very much like his qualifying pace almost. He's like a demon on the track, pretty much. Though Leica has been very consistent during his time here in D4. And plus, this is also kind of like a combination of all the divisions, which I really like. Is that you can also just see like who is in D1, who's in D2 and everything, and who's in D3, and it's just kind of like a more of a recreational division, I think. I'm not 100% sure. That's kind of what I view it as, but it's created some of the best races so far this season.
Yeah, there's such there's such a mix of abilities and pace. So there should be fights all across the field. Let's hope that young Stinson won't be the young Stinson spawn of Satan behind the steering wheel and run away with this race, because I want a good fight for P1.
There usually can be, but I don't know. It depends if Stinson just. So I think what Stinson needs to do to take the championship away from Leica is he needs to win this race and next race and take fastest lap in both those races. And that's how he would have to win the world championship from Leica. And Cam has just said, "Hey guys, cheers and sorry I couldn't make the race tonight." No problem, dude. He's the division manager, if I'm correct.
Hello, Cam.
If you're still in the chat, could you clarify that for me, please? Because I think you are the division manager. So
I hope you pulled over on the freeway, Cam. I hope you're not chatting and driving. That wouldn't be very good.
yeah, he is division manager, and yeah, and he's mentioning how it's like your debut for OFR, or well, Will's debut in OFR. How exciting! Yes, he did pull over.
Good. That's just what I like to hear.
Yep, so far none of the drivers have readied up early, which is nice, because then it gives other drivers a chance to customize their strategy. What would you say would be a good strategy? Because it just really would depend.
I don't know how powerful the two-stop is around here, but I think the strategies are going to be pretty uniform, with everybody starting on similarly aged soft tyres. But we'll see if anyone could try and just upset the balance and gain an advantage on the rivals by using the counter strategy.
Yeah, exactly. I don't remember if the undercut was powerful or not on this track. I couldn't remember if it was.
Well, perhaps the counter strategy is something you'd want to look into if you're, a driver like Leica, who can, who certainly has pace that would warrant him being further up the field, but he may not have had the most perfect qualifying session. But is that how he can maybe upset the balance and maybe try and gain an advantage over Stinson?
Yeah,
We'll see, 'cause
possibly.
it doesn't look like he can take the fight to him just on pure race pace.
Yeah, that is true, but Leica does have some very, very good race pace. I will admit he has some pretty good race pace. And
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see.
yeah,
The
there's a
drivers
lot
are
of
starting to ready up
entertaining.
now.
Yep, everybody's starting to get ready here for I think it was like 27 laps or something. for 50%. So 27 laps here around Suzuka. DNF zones, I would assume, would be possibly at Dagners, possibly, or maybe the left-hand uphill turn after the S's, but we just got the lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and it's lights out, and away we go for a less amount of time compared to D3.
He's got an excellent start, and Santu may pull back a little bit here, as Leica's not got the best start either. Varmesto's already up to 3rd place, and I think everybody's escaped there cleanly, haven't they? As Young Stinson is pulling out a nice
flag. We got somebody
as I say that, Super Bounty have had an issue here. And he has wing damage, and we just see on a predicted pit stop strategy it's got to be split between a 1-stop onto the hards or a 2-stop with the softs and the medium tyres, so that's going to be very interesting to see. But I think everybody other than Super Bounty has survived the melee of the first corner, but we'll have to stay on that, as Young Stinson is already 1.2 seconds ahead.
Yeah, some of the predicted pit stop strategies I've seen are either soft hard or soft medium. So a 1-stop or a 2-stop is from what I've noticed.
Yeah, they look pretty even as well, so hopefully we can see a few different splits of strategy. It looks like Young Stinson is just going to be able to just try and control this race now and just manage that gap.
I wonder if there are any team orders between Stinson and Santu, but Varmesto, he's gonna go down the inside, and he's got him. He's got him, so...
But he could come back at him here. Santu's got a better exit, and he could come back at him into the chicane. He might look down the inside. He doesn't, but then Santu locks up and might leave the door open. He's going to put himself right in the slipstream now for the main straight. And it looks like
he's going to try and fight back. This is the battle we need. I'm used to seeing Santu and Cam fighting it out.
The hero we needed as he goes. Tries to get it around the outside, but can't quite manage it. And this is just fantastic news for Young Stinson, though, isn't it? Already 2 seconds of the road.
Yeah, though, with Varmesto trying to scrap away or trying to defend from Santu, that's going to cause Stinson to build up that gap.
And I think Leica's going to be behind this, licking his lips, thinking, keep fighting, and I'm going to come along and join the fun.
Exactly. So... But they're just coming up through the hairpin right now, and
Super Bounty has pit. He's come back out on the soft tyre, so he's going to be looking probably at the 2-stop now.
Exactly. Unfortunate to see him spin right at the start.
Yeah, it's really going to set back his race, and he's going to struggle to make anything of this race, perhaps without safety car. But
yeah, I'm just reading one of the comments.
Bring him straight back into the fray.
Proctor has just said, unless you're Robot or Stinson, and take a set of mediums for 20 laps. I mean, I did something similar in D2.
Stinson's just pounding in the fastest laps now, and he's just disappeared up the road. He's got to watch those tyres, but I think...
Though Varmesto, he just set the fastest purple middle sector. I want to point that out. He's got that middle sector, so I think he's... Or not middle sector, final sector, so I think he's starting to pull away there from Santu a little bit there. Some of the pack...
Yeah, there's a gap, of course, of 1 second to Santu, then 1 second to Leica, and then just under a second to Blondin, so... We'll see if we see a bit of fighting here in this upper mid-pack. Yeah, there should be some scraps for these lower podium positions.
Hopefully Super Bounty's able to recover. I think Avi went into the pits, I think.
It looks like it. He's now 17 seconds behind Count Shakula, so...
Oh, no, he just had a really bad start, I think. Because he hasn't gone into pits. I'm looking at the pit stops, and yeah, only Super Bounty still has gone into the pits.
I'd imagine he must have had a spin or something, as Count Shakula's starting to put some pressure onto Jedi now. He's only half a second behind him as they go through Spoon. And pulls back a little bit from the dirty air, but he's gaining it back, and he's right in the slipstream, only half a second behind now, coming up to 130 hour, and he's probably going to have a look on the main straight and see if he can make a move stick.
Yeah, and the DRS is going to be enabled, so he'll be able to get
another fastest lap.
Yeah, he's got that raw pace. Like, he's
There's a lock
very
up from
good.
behind.
Ugh, that might not help him enough. Yeah, and counts in the DRS range.
Count has
D
fallen back quite a bit though through the end of the third sector. He's
yeah,
managed to keep the DRS, but he's not going to have a look. I think he may have made a little mistake of his own.
yeah, he might not have gotten a good enough exit, so hopefully he can make it up here throughout the rest of the lap. And so far they're all
Although
running fairly smoothly.
look at the
He's
timing screens, he certainly seems to have an advantage with the high-speed corners. He's now back within half a second, despite dirty air.
Yeah, though I'm not sure like what setup they would be running, because from what I've noticed, some of the key setups are it was like 4-7 or 3-7 wings is what I got the gist of. I think were like some of the main setups, and we
Oh, and
got
Shaka
count.
just got a massive bit of oversteer there. He's lost about 2 seconds
Yeah.
to Jedi. That's really not going to help him. It's actually going to hinder him. His run all the way to Spoon Curve.
Yeah, I'm just looking at Leica. He's within DRS range of Santu. He's gonna get the DRS, I think.
He's hung back for a couple of laps, but it looks like he's going at it again as Young Stinson sets another fastest lap, almost half a second ahead of Armesta.
He's 4 seconds clear of him right now, and now Leica's gonna get the DRS. He's only 9/10 behind, so he's got to try and make it up
He's
throughout
only
the
gained
rest.
about a tenth down that straight, so perhaps
Yeah,
Sansu is running quite low downforce.
yeah, and it also could be possibly like fuel mode, possibly. Because the fuel mode, I'm not sure what fuel mode everybody else would be running, but it
We
looks
look
like
as
we
well.
also it
Leica's
looks.
quite low on the ERF, and
Oh,
Sansu's got
and
over 50% of
Super
the way
Bounty's
into the
caught up
speed
to
limit.
Avi, but it's just a AI right now,
Oh, it's the AI of Abbey as
so he
Superman
might
is
have
trying to
had
get
some
through this
connection
lap.
issues, and we may not have known. So hopefully he's okay and he's able to rejoin soon. So far, Leica is running. He's in the
He's
DRS
keeping
zone.
Sansu honest. He's
Yeah, he's still
yeah,
on the
he's in
tail.
that DRS zone. And the gap isn't too far ahead of Sansu actually to Barmesto, so if Barmesto makes a mistake, these two will be straight on him. So.
Oh yeah, yeah. You bring up a good point there, and so. Yeah, I think the rest of this race now for Super Bounty is gonna be try to catch up to uh, to try and catch up to the pack. He's 30 seconds behind right now, so hopefully he's able to catch up to the pack again.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be praying for a safety car. That'll bring him
Yeah,
straight back into the fight again. So
still on board with Leica. He is won that podium because if I look at the championship standings, I'm just gonna pull them up right now.
Mike has only got 14% ERS left though, so I think he
Yeah,
has really been pushing, but he may find himself a little bit lost in terms of the ERS. As Sansu's
yeah,
actually only 2/10 away from the DRS window of Barmesto, and Barmesto's just locked up, and that gap's come down even more. So
yeah, and
now a second between the two of them.
I'm looking at Santu's ERS as well right now, and he's managing it a lot more differently compared to
Doing a much better job of Barmesto as well, it would seem. He was also
yeah.
quite low.
So right now, if I
Barmesto is on 6%, and he's using his overtake mode right now. So I think Santu's muffled his feathers a little bit there.
Leica's though still in the DRS range.
Just looks like he can't quite get the same exit as Santu though through the chicane, and it's
Costing him a little
again,
bit.
Santu's just pulled away from him by the start of the straight. As we see Barmesto is already moving to the right hand side to try and break the toe of Santu, even despite there being a relatively large gap there.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the championship standings right now. So Leica has 127 points right now, and then Stinson has 77. So Stinson needs to win this race and get fastest lap, so that'll give him 26 points. And that'll boost him, I think, to at least above 100. And then he's gonna have to, and then he's got to do the exact same thing next race, and Leica would probably have to score.
Santu is now within half a second of Varmeta.
Oh damn! So maybe Santu's pace is starting to pick up, but yeah, I don't know.
Looks like he's probably going to be close enough to challenge towards they are now. Only 4 tenths between the two drivers.
Yeah, we could see a move through 130R, and if I look at the ERS differential, Santu's got that ERS differential. He's able to use overtake a lot more than Varmesto.
May have a chance here down the main straight.
Yeah, he
and even
might.
if he is just pressuring Varmesto and making Varmesto use that ERS, that's going to help him. Because look, Varmesto is straight onto the overtake button as soon as he gets in the straight.
And pit window is now open for Santu. He's on the hard.
Over for the one stop on the hard tires. And
he's on the one
look
stop.
Look at how close Santu is. He's right behind us. Young Stinson boxes.
Yeah, he just went into the pits. He's on the mediums. So he's going to try and possibly. He might be doing a two-stop, or he could be just going.
Be a very ambitious one-stop.
Yeah, or a very ambitious one-stop. He's got to do a crap ton of tire management, though. To be fair, all of the drivers ahead of him have got to go into the pits still.
Yeah, they've got to be pitting in the next lap or two.
We see Count going into the pits. He's now on the hard tire. Super Bounty's actually catching him pretty quickly. He's on 4-lap-old soft, now 5 laps old. I wonder what his tire life is. I wish I could check, but I don't have the app installed. So I'm not able to see his tire degradation.
Varmesto's run wide. There's a yellow flag in sector 1, and that's Count Shakula is off.
Yep. Yeah, he's off.
Coming out the pits on cold tyres. He's back on the track now, but would have been a little scared. I don't think he's got any damage.
So we got Varmesto currently leading. Santu's still on the tail there, and same with Leica. All of those.
Varmesto's starting to hold Santu up, and I think if Leica's got some pace, he will be right on him as they don't pit.
No, so they're gonna go, I think, an extra lap.
Maybe they're trying to go an extra couple of laps and actually box into those mediums and not have to worry about managing the tyres the same way that young Stinson will.
We'll have to, but he's got some, like, from all the races I've seen him in, he knows how to manage his tires very well, and he knows when to go for an overtake, and he just knows when to make his move. And that's what I kind of like about him. At times, though, he can be. It does get a bit tiring at times to see.
Varmesto picks up a 3-second time penalty for running wide.
Yeah, it does get a bit tiring. But yeah, like I was saying, it gets a bit tiring at times to see Stinson win. But he is one of the best driver. He is the best driver, I think, in the league right now. So
should be trying to bridge that gap from OFR to professional esports.
Possibly.
The way he leads over. I mean, we've got some fantastic drivers here, some very fast drivers, and young Stinson just seems to blow them all out of the water.
Yeah, I know.
Got to have blue flags here for Avi, but it's going to help Varmesto, I think, because he's going to pick up the DRS. Oh, that was very close between Avi and Santu.
Yeah, and I don't think he would want to hold up his teammate that much, and now Leica's going to try and get past him. And did they make a bit of contact? I couldn't see.
Varmesto boxes, and
same with Leica.
On.
Same with Leica. Leica's gone into the pits, so Santu's going to continue on.
Bondovin carries on.
He's just pulled in.
And Barry boxes as well.
He's just about to come out. So Stinson's now running in third. Yeah, and there's not a full pit stop in between Stinson and Santu, so...
Look how much more speed young Stinson can carry through those fast corners and Bondovin. He's all over the back of him, and Avi's coming into the fray as well, as he's going to be getting lapped by the icon. That is.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't affect these two that much.
Oh, and young Stinson nearly goes straight into the back of Avi.
Oh no.
Oh, that would have been a disaster, and I think Bondovin might Let him pass. He's got to go to the right hand side. No. Gets a little frosty there. They make a
Ooh,
little bit of
he
contact.
just barely squeaks it through.
Squeezes past as the
Vonderven,
track naturally tightens down the right hand side.
Vonderven, though, left him enough space, so he's gonna squeak through and just say, "Thank you very much. I will take that from you."
And Santu has also picked up a 3 second time penalty for multiple
Mm-hmm.
warnings on the track limits, so that's going to cancel out for Armesto's, and they're going to be straight back into the same
Mm-hmm.
fight all over again.
Varmesto and Jedi are now battling it out right now. I'm just looking at the time.
We'll see if Santu will be able to jump Varmesto here, because
He might.
Varmesto
He
will be
might have gotten the overcut. He's gone into the pits.
We'll see if Varmesto can make the undercut work, but if he's fighting, that could open the door for the overcut for Santu, so this is going to be...
Varmesto's just passed Jedi around down the inside of 130R. What a move from Varmesto there, and he's one of our newest drivers, and he's been killing it the
this is
last
going to be so
few
close.
races.
I think Varmesto has actually been overcut here by Santu, but they might be side by side into this corner.
Oh, it's gonna be
Santu's
close.
just out far enough ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And he successfully jumped Varmesto with the overcut. So Varmesto thought he was being clever, trying to undercut Santu and in a bit more of a gap, but it's not worked in the end, as he's got caught out in traffic, and these guys are going to be fighting. Santu's going to be on those cold tyres, though, don't forget, and Varmesto's going to have a nice toasty warm medium, so...
And Barry's out.
DSC.
We got a
DSC
virtual
deployed.
safety car. Where is he out at? He's out at the first
Sector
S,
one.
I think. S1, yeah.
We'll see what's going on as Super Bounty's going to drive past his car now. Somewhere on the left-hand side, no. Yeah, he always hit the wall on the left-hand side there through the S's.
Ugh. I kind of caught that from the TV. I kind of caught that from the TV pod cam. But this is going to close the gap, I think, just a little bit towards, for Varmesto and Santu.
Count Chocula's going to use this opportunity to actually pit. And he's come out on the medium tyres to go to the end, so that will have helped him.
Interesting tactic.
But this might be a little bit frustrating for these faster drivers, because if this had come 1 or 2 laps earlier, they would have benefited from that and got that fast pit stop. I think pretty much everyone has missed out on that now.
Mm-hmm. But now we've gone green. We've gone green again, so Avi's AI has just gone into the pits. Varmesto's got the DRS.
Manages to get past Jedi boxes into the pits, so...
Oh, they're still very close on track, so... Yeah, and there's massive gaps to the cars behind for Avi's AI. I don't know if he had any connection issues. I didn't see if he got disconnected or anything, so...
This time it's Varmesto that's all over the back of Santu, because Santu isn't pulling away here, and the gap is only about half a second, so...
Yeah.
These guys are our race-long entertainment this evening.
Though there is a 50% difference in the ERS management. Santu's at 82, while Varmesto, he's at 23 right now, 22. So there is a massive ERS difference, so he might have not gained that much from the pit stop. Or he blew a lot of it off at the start of the race or along the straights. So
We'll see if he's got enough for one burst. If he can use it in the right place, he can probably make an overtake.
He's only 5/10 behind.
Santu's got that advantage. Santu's actually locked up.
But these two, but with these two battling, that's going to cause Leica to catch up to these two, and he could possibly take a podium.
And it just looks like drivers can't seem to get a very good exit off the final chicane to challenge down the straight, because I think that's actually counterintuitive to what you would imagine. That seems to be on the lap where the gap is the largest between these two drivers, is actually on the straight.
Yeah, the straight could very much be that that kind of a factor right now. You always got to be careful upon exit, and you don't want to wheel spin. Pardon?
lap of oversteer there, but he catches it. Barmesto gets oversteered but catches it, and that's brought him out of the DRS range of Sansu, so...
Though he could
Sansu's
close that gap
opportunity
back
to
up
sneak
again.
away, but Barmesto's already caught back up to about 8 tenths.
I think he might have that slipstream right now, so he's got to have that slipstream, so...
Yeah, be making use of that toe all the way up to 130R, and he's still using little blips in his overtake mode. Looks like Sansu is just sort of conserving it and keeping that advantage where it is.
Yeah, he's at 70, high 60s, 70% right now. He's almost in the 80s now. But Varmesto is going to be within the DRS range now, and could we see a move? He's catching him.
He wanted to try and catch him, and then he ran out of ERS halfway down the straight, and that's what we meant with the ERS. If he had full ERS or more ERS, he could well have had a little challenge there on Sansu. But I think that's the closest these two drivers have actually gotten. So,
yeah. And there are only 2 ERS modes in this game. There's only medium and overtake. There's none unless you're in a practice session.
So there's a yellow flag in Sector 2, and that's Count Shakula, I think, going slowly.
I think he was just trying to let the race leader by, because he's being lapped. Yeah. I think he's just been lapped. Let me just take a look. Yeah, he's just been lapped.
No damage there. Sansu gets a bit of oversteer, so Barmesto will be able to close that gap up even more now.
He's 6 tenths off right now, and he's slowly catching him. 5 tenths, 6 tenths. He's got the pace to keep up with Santu, but with this, Stinson's been able to run away. Cam, I do agree.
Has a massive lead, and what's Cam saying?
He's saying everyone's super spaced out. We need a safety car, or need a safety car. Everyone's too spaced out. Yeah, everybody is way too spaced out. The only 2 drivers who are close to each other are, well, number 2 and number 3.
I think if you're reviewing this stream, if we didn't have the leaderboard on the left-hand side, you'd be wondering, is anybody else actually in this race? But this is just where the action is right now. It's the battle for the second place on the podium. As young Stinson picks up a 3 second time penalty, but I don't think that's going to do much to dent his lead.
No, it won't.
But could you imagine if we had a safety car right at the end of this race, with the young Stinson having a penalty?
We only got, I think, 12 laps to go.
Yeah, 12 laps remaining now,
so we could still see a safety car. It's just depending on where somebody would crash and how bad is the situation. Varmesto just locked up going, I think, through the hairpin.
Yeah, it seems like every time he gets really close, he'll have a lock up or a little bit of oversteer, and it'll just let Sansu get a bit of breathing space. It's just yo-yo effect now with him closing up to Sansu, falling back, closing up, falling back. But he's going to be wanting to neutralise that ERS management differential between the 2 cars, I think.
Yeah, so far, though Leica's been able to keep his distance, though.
He's actually very close there. He's within 3 tenths of a second as he come through. Could he actually have a look at doing a lunge here into the chicane? Maybe if he'd actually burnt some more ERS, he actually would have been able to have a look there. But
though he might have been trying to save up for
better exit.
Here.
Sansu seems to have a little bit more grip there, but this is where he's going to be able to have a look.
He's going to make it. He's going to go for it. They're going to go wheel to wheel through turn 1.
Inside of Santa Luca.
Does he get it? He's got it.
He does get it, and let's see if Sansu can then stay with him. Actually, Sansu might have a look around the outside. Barmesto covers that off very aggressively there, but it's all
so we finally have an overtake.
Finally. We'll
but
see
now
if Barmesto can try and save up a bit of ERS here.
Yeah, now it's going to be that conservation phase as long as he's able to pull away from Santu.
I think Leica's going to be very disappointed with his pace today as well, because it seems like even though Barmesto and Sansu were fighting, they've actually pulled out another second on Leica.
Yeah.
With a few laps to go, so not great signs for Leica.
Cam. You with your humor. Someone should drop a banana in front of Stinson's car.
Well, Cam, I'm sure there are plenty of Mario Kart streams out there on YouTube and Twitch if you want to
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, I bet there
The
is.
banana I can see right now is the Renault banana car of Armesto getting ever larger on the screen as I watch Santu shoot up to the back of him. Now only less than 3 tenths between them as they are very close in the chicane now. We might see
Uh,
Santu immediately retake this position back from Armesto.
Ooh, Cam Cam is just wondering what happened to Barry. He spun at the first S going into the wall. He spun at the first S. So, yeah. That's what happened there. So, yeah. And, yeah. So, we got ourselves a decent race. We got some good battles happening. But it's between the same two drivers, so we need a
Look,
safety
this is
car.
critical phase now for Varmesto as he's just trying to pull out that lead now. He's over a second. He needs to get out of that DRS window.
Yeah,
He's not going to do
exactly.
it by locking up at that chicane. That hairpin, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, the hairpin is always the hairpin, in my opinion, is a very easy place where drivers can lock up. So,
Lock up hotspot.
yeah, at the hairpin is where they lock up fairly much.
And I think Santu can feel that he's falling back from Varmesto as he does squirt a bit of overtake mix there. Just try and close that gap a little bit, but it looks like Varmesto's got the pace over Santu.
But he doesn't
He'll
have
be
that
hoping he can
ERS. But the ERS
conserve,
differential is there.
hoping he can conserve that ERS and make it a more level playing field. But right now, it looks like he does have a pace, and I think, yeah, Santu is out of the DRS range now. So this is really going to be Varmesto's chance to actually pull away. But I hope he doesn't, because then we'll have nothing to talk about.
Yeah, that is true. I'm just gonna ride on board with the race leader. He is, I think, coming up towards. He's just gone through Dagner 2. Or actually,
Varmesto.
oh wait, now I'm on board with
He's
him.
on the grass. He's nearly hitting to the back of Avi, and Santu has to slow right down to avoid Avi's AI.
Oh no.
It seems like a scary situation every time somebody comes up to the back of Avi. So it'll be like a next. I think to overlap him as he comes through the Degners.
Yeah, I think it will be. Though, yeah, the pair of Varmesto and Santu are just about to hit, or just about to come up towards Count right now.
There's a yellow flag in Sector 2.
And Stinson's in. Stinson's gone into the pits. So he's gone for an ambitious two-stop strategy. He's going probably on the soft tires.
So will Varmesto get past Stinson here before he comes back out? And
well, I'm about to.
Just is live in this race up a little bit now.
This is gonna be. This has made everything interesting.
Final corner. And I think he is going to jump Stinson actually. Oh, it's going to be close.
Stinson, I think, was a bit stuck in the pits.
He's going to be past.
He's
going to be past him.
And same with Santu.
As is Santu. And this is really blowing this race.
Now this is, and Stinson's already past Santu, I think.
Going straight round the outside of Santu. So much more grip.
So now we got some. Now we've got a bit of action here.
Gonna even have a chance at defending from Stinson.
Yeah. Though Cam Varmesto possibly try and hold up the one of the best driver in Division 1 right now. So they're just coming up towards the hairpin. Is Stinson going to try and make a move? No. Though I think he got a way better exit because he's on that fresh
drive though. I think he's just going to soar past him.
Yeah, I think he is. They're about to go through Spoon. Are they going to go wheel to wheel? No.
I think Stinson backed out of that by choice. I think he just didn't want to.
Possibly.
I think he knows he's just going to get the drive out of here.
And he's got the overtake on. He's going to sail past Varmesto. And he gets it done before 130R. But if Varmesto thinks about it, he could try and make a move down the inside. No. Stinson locked up, but same with Varmesto.
I don't think he's going to get the traction compared to Stinson out of this corner either to actually challenge him down the DRS straight. So I think,
yeah,
bon voyage, farewell, young Stinson.
Maybe. Varmesto's kind of catching.
That was his only chance though there, I think. I think by the time we get to the DRS straight again, Youngston will be way out of that DRS range.
Yeah, possibly, unless he gets a certain phone call from a certain Ferrari team principal. If everybody knows what I mean. Pronto.
Youngston, pronto. Spinata.
No, you said it. You said it. No. I didn't think you would actually say it. Now we might. Now we might mess up. Please. Now I don't want him.
Are we gonna have to rename him Young Spinson? I sort of hope we will.
I don't.
It might just make this.
Then he's gonna hate me. Then he's gonna hate me. I'm just kidding.
Santi might be on another look, and look at Santi's ERS. We were saying all race about how well he's managed it, but he's down into below 10% now, and Barmester now has the advantage. How the
Stinson's already built up 2 seconds. He's 28.3.
Fastest lap of this race by the end of it to get that extra point.
This is not what Leica wanted. This was not what he wanted. So
doesn't look like Leica's even going to see even going to taste champagne here today in Japan. So not great for him at all.
Cam, I don't mean you. I mean Stinson. I think Stinson will hate me if he spins.
I hope Cam doesn't spin, Ella, because he's not on the F1 game.
He's probably home now.
Down the Californian freeway.
He's probably home now or something. But yeah, so
I think Santu's starting to fall back a little bit now from Varmaster. He's now got a 9/10 gap.
Yeah, and Stinson's already building that gap back up, but Varmesto seems to be closing it just a little bit through the sector 2 a little bit, but now he's starting to fall back a little bit.
He's now outside of that DRS range as well, so as long as that stays that way to the detection points, it looks like as both drivers are now way low on their ERS, and Varmesto is actually fully out of ERS. But as they go through the detection point, Santu is just a 10th out of that DRS window.
Yeah, just barely. So I think he's going to try and use this the overtake mode to try and build up that time again, or trying to get that time back that he lost. But Leica's just gone into the pits. Leica's in.
And could Leica?
He's possibly
just be attempting to take the fastest lap away from Stinson here today.
Possibly. I could see him possibly trying to do that.
Someone else is in the pits as well. I think it's Count Chocula.
Yeah, he is. He might have had some damage, possibly. Wait a minute. I want to take a look. Bondovin. Did he just jump Leica?
And he is. He's past Leica, but I think Leica's going to be straight all over him again because it's going to be on those special tires.
Yeah, I know, but still, seeing some interesting maneuvers. Count has got.
Count Chocula picks up a 5-second time penalty for crossing the white pit lane exit line. Look at the exit Leclerc gets compared to Bondovin up the hill. Not
he was thinking about it. Yeah, I wouldn't attempt to move like that.
Yeah, I think
that'd be way too risky to do.
It's just a game of cat and mouse between Varmester and Santu as well, further up towards the front. That gap just staying around 1 second. It's just dropped underneath actually. It started out at 9, but
did he get the DRS or no? I don't think he would have.
I don't think he did, but he's too far back anyway as they come into the first corner. So
yeah,
Leica is not going to be too far back on Bondovin because he's all over him already as they get into 130i. He's just going to keep it tucked up in the slipstream.
So yeah, they were just coming through the chicane. He's gonna get the DRS. He's got his overtake on.
Of Leica's life here. Just keep it in the slipstream, use the ERS, pull to the right, then can pull back to the left.
And there we go.
Set your racing line as if nothing even happened.
Yep, exactly. But where is it?
Sansu is now very close to Varmesto, actually.
Yeah, I
Close
was about
right
to
up
point
to
that
him
out.
within half a second.
I was just
Can
about
you
to
actually
point
have a
that
look at you might be having a look towards Spoon Curve, actually. There's only 2 cents between them, and Varmesto goes ever so slightly to the inside there. Slightly defensively, but Sansu could actually have a run at Varmesto, actually, towards 130R. I think he's going to, because he's already popped his car straight up into overtake mode, and he's in the slipstream. He's got to move to the inside of 130R.
And Santu gets
the
it.
move on the grass, but he makes the move on Varmesto, but Varmesto is going to have a little bit more ERS, and he's going to have that slipstream as well, and the DRS, so...
Yep. Got a yellow fuel symbol on Varmesto's telemetry right now, so he's...
so he's really been using that rich mix to try and defend from Santu, but it's not worked.
Or a lot of the drivers are now getting towards that area where their fuel is now pretty much almost getting empty or something like that.
Or you start to run out of your excess fuel, which burns it up in battles earlier on in the Grand Prix, and you get to the end and you think, yikes. I'm going to be running in standard.
Exactly. Yeah, and Leica's just been able to pull away from Bondavin. And
Since he gets washed a little bit wide there. I'm sure if he just got caught by the camera, the hairpin there.
Possibly.
It's going to be a difficulty for Farmresto actually to make this move on Sansu with the low fuel that he might have, but he's certainly got time to pull back any negative delta on fuel for the next 3 laps of this race.
Yeah, he does.
Stinson has well and truly just disappeared down the road now.
Yeah, this is not what Leica needed, I think, for the race this weekend.
I think this is going to be Varmesto's chance on Sansu. Oh, Sansu just gets such a much better exit, and
the tire life is a bit different. Santu is on fresher rubber right now, so that tire life does come into an effect. And
as far Mesto's fuel icon has actually just disappeared, so he mustn't have been
able to manage it. Yeah, so
my guess would have been he's just kept section, so actually pull back like that.
Yes, and I'm just gonna do some quick math here for like point wise. I'm just counting up points right now, plus 26. So with Stinson holding first and fastest lap, he's gonna be with 103 points. How many points does 4th place get again?
8? No, it's got to be more than that.
I can probably check.
Yeah, it's more than that. It's 25 for first place, 18 for second place, 15 for third place. Is it
12?
12. Yeah.
And Leica's at now. Leica's currently standing at 127. So he'll be at 139. So Leica, I think, needed to probably not. I think
Santu and
Varmesto
get cleanly past Abby.
Which is good.
I'm very surprised that Abby's not caused an incident yet.
He almost did with Stinson. He almost did with Stinson earlier in the race, as we both saw.
Seems like quite a danger having your AI on the track.
So yeah.
Yeah, he also forced Varmesto onto the grass briefly a few laps ago. So.
Yeah, I'm just thinking championship battle. Leica could be champion, I think. I'm not sure if... I think he'll be champion. I'm not sure.
If that's the case, I don't think he'll mind not tasting the champagne today.
Because I think if Stinson were to try and challenge, I think what Leica was saying is Stinson needed to win and take fastest lap, and Leica was not supposed to score points. Is like for Stinson to challenge.
But I don't think it's possible for him to not score points. With the field that we have now, and Super Bounty has picked up a 3-second time penalty, but I don't think it's going to make much of a difference because Count Chocula is so far behind him.
Yeah, he's, I think, almost an entire lap behind him. Because if I take a look...
Yeah, they are only separated by...
almost an entire
probably
lap.
about 20 seconds on and actually on track because Bounty is actually coming up to the back of Chocula pretty soon. So. As young Stinson, I think he's on this is the last lap of the race. I think we've got 1 second left of this race. If Varmester's going to make a charge on Sansu, it's going to be now as they have identical amounts of ERS. Sansu's fuel now blinking in the red, as is Varmesto's.
Yeah, a lot of these drivers' fuel will be blinking red right now.
I just think that... Oh, Sansu's just picked up a 3-second penalty. That's going to bring Varmesto past him.
Oh no!
On the last lap, that's a 3-second time penalty. Varmesto just needs to stay within 3 seconds of Sansu.
And he is.
Pretty easily.
And Stinson crosses the line. He takes P1.
Stinson wins the race. A commanding victory for Stinson, and I think Sansu is just going to have second place taken from him as he crosses the line by that penalty. As he weaves.
And is it?
I don't think that has actually.
No.
As Count Chocula picks up a 3-second time penalty. I quickly just went over to the incidents and have a little look for you.
Yeah. Maybe I think Varmesto might have gotten a penalty. Possibly.
I don't think he did pick up an extra penalty, but they must have been equal on penalties. They must have both have had 2 penalties. Otherwise, Varmesto would have jumped Sansu. But oh, and there's a crash on the finish line as Bondovin goes into the back of Leica.
Well,
so that's not going to matter.
He had a massive gap, though. To be fair, I think.
I think Leica. I don't even know what happened there.
He was just having fun.
Yeah, Bondovin's got no front wing for his in lap, but I don't think he'll mind that too much. It's P5 with some decent points there for Bondovin. Jedi and Super Bounty will then be the last guy to cross the line here.
So,
and
really,
that concludes a entertaining race in Japan in online Formula Racing League.
Yeah, and Jedi gets driver of the day. Not as exciting as I was hoping it would be, but still a fairly good race from everybody. We got a Williams 1-2.
I mean, we had the intrigue of the pit stops as well, with Stinson having to fight his way back past the rest of the podium there, but in the end did it quite easily. But not a bad race. Yeah,
not a really bad race at all. Like, it was a fairly solid race. Everybody drove fairly clean and everything.
Yeah, very impressed with the consistency of the drives as well. Only 1 retirement, really, so I think there was only 1 or 2 actual examples of driver error there.
Yeah.
We'll have a look at the penalties now, and yeah, they both Sansu and Varmesto both had 2 3-second time penalties. So
yeah,
that's why Varmesto didn't quite steal that second place off Sansu at the line. But yeah, it's been a thoroughly entertaining race to commentate on.
Yeah, hopefully
you much enjoyed my debut.
Yeah, hopefully you can join us next week, as it is the race, or the final race of the season, and that's at Silverstone. So
my favorite track. Wouldn't miss it for the world.
Oh yeah, it is also one of my favorite tracks in the game, or just of all time. Some phenomenal racing has been produced there, so yeah, everybody tune in next week as we start off on Friday with the podcast, I think, again. And then after that, we'll have Division 1, Division 2, follows Division 1, and then that's on Saturday. Then we have Division 3, or we have GT Sport Division 1 and 2 on Sunday in the morning, followed by the F1 Division 3 and 4. So, yeah, that's everything for this week. And thank you again, Will, for helping me with commentary.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah.
Hope everyone enjoyed the race.
Yeah. We will see you Friday with the podcast. So, see you then.